Alright, YouTube, we're back again for more of our Gencon Bonanza Explosion Blog coverage. You're live at Gencon 2018. Thanks in part to all of our amazing Kickstarter backers. Thank you all so much. And these spectacular companies here who help donate games so we could come to Gencon. One of those spectacular companies, Lucky Duck Games, we're about to talk to. First, though, sponsors, Tasty Missile Game, Minion Games. Click on those logos, give them some love. Don't click on the logos, that would actually stop the video. Click on the links. But right now, we're about to talk to Vincent from Lucky Duck Games about the upcoming Mutants, the card game. Hey, Vincent, what is Mutants, the card game?
So, first of all, Mutants is adapted from a very popular PC game, strategy game, called Mutant Genetic Gladiator. And we've partnered with two fantastic game designers, Senfong and JC, who have come up with an absolutely brilliant deck building design, which I'm going to present to you right now. Thematically, what we are basically leading a team of mutants fighting in an arena who have basically 5 rounds to come on top and be the champion. First of all, so it's a deck builder. What's very interesting with this deck builder, at the beginning of the game, everybody has a fully symmetric hand. So you don't shuffle your cards and get stuff. Everybody starts with the same. And the reason is because this game is called a genetic gladiator because there is a gene. So there is 6 different genes, and everybody has a chance to have exactly each gene is his hand. So you have the robot, the warrior, the zombie, the alien, the demon, and the beast. The way it plays is that you have 6 cards per round, and there is a bit of hand management because each action might take more cards than others. And so if you do an heavier one, you might only do 3 actions overall, while other, if they play 1 by 1, can do 6 actions. So there's a bit of hand management. So how do you play it? The first thing you can do in this game, obviously, is play a card. When you play a card, first of all, it has 2 things. A card has a deploy ability and a leave ability. So when I play, for example, let me play the warrior. Stay there. I'm going to play the warrior. When I play the warrior, it gives me a +1 power on that power track. On the next turn, I'm going to move this stuff either left or right, and I'm going to play another mutant. Then on the next turn, I'm going to move on the next side. I'm going to play another mutant. I'm going to move this guy. And this, I'm on the first one. Then one of the 2 is going to leave. And when it's leave, that effect actually takes place. So there's a lot of planning because you can decide, or I could decide to actually make this one leave and actually have this effect happen. So there's a lot of planning. And so that's the first thing you do is basically move your active mutant left and right. The second thing you can do when it's your turn is to breed. The very strong and unique thing about this game is that the market from where you can buy games in this game is actually breeding is fully asymmetrical. Nobody has the same card they can buy from. This is a pre-constructed deck. There's 4 different pre-constructed decks that teach you different strategy. This one is all about freezing, which is a storage capacity. And so it means that nobody is going to play the same game at all.
Can I separate? So yeah, sure. If I understand this right, it's deck construction, but you're constructing your biro?
So everybody has a symmetric start, but before the game, you can either through a draft or through a pre-constructed deck, you will have a different pool of cards you can buy from.
Cool.
Okay. So and so you can either do it in a draft way, which is the one recommended, but when you have never played the game, we recommend to play with one of our pre-constructed deck that will teach you a way to play and a way to play combos. So the way you do it is that you simply need to match the 2. So you see those cards now have 2 genes. So I need to match. I need here, for example, a beast and a robot. I will discard those 2 cards and immediately bring in play the Triceratech. And so, interestingly as well in this game, you don't, when you buy a card, it doesn't go in your discard, it actually comes straight into play, and I will immediately apply the +2 and a cycle 1, which will be draw 1 card, discard 1 card. And the last thing you can do in this game is kind of a breeding, but it's a slow one, so it's called incubate. So I could discard any card and bring one of those into my incubator. This card, at the end of the entire round, will come on top of my deck and is guaranteed to come with me. It's just a way when you're already stuck, you don't have I would say the genes you need to kind of unblock your thing. You can do it this way. Sure. The game is all about combo. You have passive effect like this one, which says each time you freeze a mutant, gain +2. Freezing is a way to take a card from your hand or your deck and put it in the freeze zone. And anything in the freeze zone will score at the end of the game the number that here. So all the base card have 1 point, but all the cards that you can buy have 3-4 points. So you have this difficult decision: do I keep this badass card in my deck and play with it, or do I let it go of it so that at the end of the game I have an extra 4 points? A lot of interesting, meaty decision you have to make, basically between the hand management. So you can breed 3 times with 6 cards, which give you 3 actions, or you can play maybe 4 times and breed once. Do I keep my card or not to put them in the freezer? And how to build interesting combo. That's Mutant, the card game.
One more question. So you're going to have 3 separate areas where you can buy from your area, right?
Yeah, so you have 12 cards that you basically simply, you have 12 cards, it's 6 mutant times 2.
And do you shuffle those up and put them down there?
Exactly, you shuffle them, and you do 3 piles of 4, and then reveal the top one. I already bred some stuff, yeah, but you get the idea. So, and everybody does that, and the way you pick the 6 mutants times 2 is either through a draft at the beginning of the game, or through a pre-constituted deck.
Right, and this is coming out, when is this coming out?
So we have a Kickstarter late September, early October, and it's probably for a May 2019 retail release.
Alright, very, very cool. That is Mutants, the card game from Lucky Duck Game. If it looks like it might be your cup of tea, be sure to check that one out. If you're enjoying this Gen Con coverage, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below, and in the comments below, let me know. Have you ever... Okay, what? Oh man. What's your favorite kind of place to eat? Like, if you could eat anywhere in the world, what would be your place to eat?
Hands down, I'm a Mexican restaurant kind of guy. I love a good burrito. Or I used to live in California. I live in Europe now, and every time I come to the US, I will find a Tex-Mex.
I like it. Me personally, I don't need it to be a good burrito. Just Mexican buffet all day. I want more over quality. But that's just me. But let me know in the comments below. If you could eat anywhere in the world, where would you eat? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.